What is poppin', fans? Spanik here, coach of the Reno Acerola, and this is week number 4 of MLBA. We are taking on Exilix, or Exglix, I don't know, I can't pronounce his name, and the Detroit Torracats divisional game, so hopefully we can pick up a nice dub here. We did pick up a dub last week against Ultra Player and his New York Metagross, so that was great, but now it's a new week, so we're going to focus on these guys, see if we pulled out a dub this game. Just real quick, I'm going to go over his team. It's completely cut off. There's nothing I could do about that without fucking up my view for the game. So let's go on with the... So let's just... Actually, you know what? He brought just everything I was afraid of. Except the Gardevoir. He didn't bring a Gardevoir, which was one thing I was afraid they didn't bring. But that's really it. Really, the main focal points of his team, he brought... He could have brought a Swadloon, but that was just that. I mean, I think it gets sticky webs. That's actually a pretty good meme. Now that I think about it, yeah. Actually, that was a pretty good meme. But whatever. He didn't bring that, so he just brought his Gastrodon, his Frostlass, his Empoleon, his Mega Lopunny, his Crocodile, and his Zapdos. So, oh yeah, transaction video. I know that didn't happen. I was just really busy this past week. So, anyway, I'll just go over what the transactions were now. We were wheeling and dealing. We struck a deal with the. We have struck a deal with the Portland Trailblazers. We're swapping dragons. I am trading him Dragonite. He is trading me Goodra. I felt like this team needed another special wall breaker outside of Greninja. Dragonite's job as a setup sweeper kind of was being overshadowed by Mimikyu, because I really felt like I was bringing Mimikyu more weeks than Dragonite. I know Dragonite came up big against what's his name, Ultra Player, but I feel like a special rule breaker is something this team needs more than another setup sweeper, because I do have Salazzle as a setup sweeper, I have Mimikyu as a setup sweeper, I have Metagross even I could set up too, Sub-Rock Polish, Power Punch, I do have ways to set up a Mega Metagross, so I just felt like I really didn't need another setup sweeper. I kind of want another special wall breaker, because currently my only ones are Salazzle and Greninja. Goodra fits that build nicely. Great move pool. It will be a Zmon. But also with that, I had 1 point left. With that 1 point, I decided to pick up Gloom with it. Just because I really didn't know what else to pick up. And Gloom provided me with pretty much a fat mon. I get Strength Sap, so that could be something good. But anyway, we do end up trading out Gloom for another mon, another familiar mon to us at the end of week 4. I'll cover that at the end of... not the end of week 4, end of week 5. I'll cover that next week. We traded out Gloom for. Spoiler alert, I didn't bring Gloom to my week 4 game. So I guess I could just, I say it. We ended up dropping Gloom for Wooper, the mon that beat our asses week 2. I ended up picking it up at the end of week 4. I didn't bring Gloom to my week 4 game, so it's really no big deal. So at the end of week 4, we ended up dropping... Yeah, the week 4 game will be up next week. So anyways, that's the transactions. We now have Wooper and Goodra instead of Dragonite. So let's get right into the battle. For week 4, I didn't have Wooper. I had Gloom instead, but I didn't bring Gloom anyway, so no big deal. So let's not get right into this battle. I don't even remember what the hell my team was. I think I had an ICMZ Rotom Frost, just a defensive Miltank. Expert Belt, Life Orb Greninja. Mega Metagross is just here. Utility Claydol, and SD Mimikyu. So let's get right into this battle. I lead off with Miltank. He leads off with the Frostlass. This was the ideal matchup because I think I'm Thick Fat Miltank this week. Pretty sure I'm Thick Fat Miltank. This was a very, very ideal matchup. I needed to get Frostlass out of here because it's surprisingly fast. It speed ties with my Metagross actually. The only mon that could kind of take care of it is Rotom, but I kind of need that around for... I'm Spit F Rotom. I kind of need that around for his Zapdos. Because my plan was to going in, I wanted to ICMZ the Zapdos. And Miltank's Fizz Def, but it should still be able to take hits from Frostlass very well, because I am running Thick Fat. So I do just click the Earthquake right here. I do click the Earthquake right there. So I just go right into my Rotom here. Really nothing this thing could do to my Rotom. He goes for another Taunt as I just Volt Switch out. And he curse probably disables, no big deal. So I go out into my Gren Simmons here, I go out into Greninja, shout out to Chimpact. I go for the Hidden Power Ground, taking out this Frostlass, but I did reveal Hidden Power Ground. That's there for the Empoleon. It did Boiling Grass Knot, that's why I wanted it. So now he gets a free switch into his Lopunny, which is fine. I go out into Claydol, which is going to be my initial switch into the Lopunny. Goes with Power Up Punch, that's fine. I can take a +1. I can take a +1 Ice Punch with this thing. Yes, eating that up. So I just go for Psychic to just deal a metric ton of damage to this thing. And he just goes for a turn, takes me out. That's fine. I really didn't need Claydol this game. So I just go back out into my Miltank, and I reveal the secret tech. As he goes to Drain Punch, I am Chopple Counter Miltank. It was built to take on his Lopunny, and I'm so glad that set worked. I've seen it done in the past in another league to kill a Mega Lopunny, and I decided to try my hand for it here. I was Max Fizz Dev Chopple Berry. I could have actually eaten a +1 high jump kick. So yeah, Miltank's that fat. Miltank's fat as hell. I absolutely love this mon. It just eats so many hits. So now Miltank's in, he goes into Zapdos. Miltank is here, as he just goes for the Discharge and gets the Para. I mean, that's fine. I'd rather be Para's the preferred stat if I had to pick one. So now he goes into Discharge on my Rotom. He goes for Heat Wave, and I end up taking it because I am Spit F. And I'm able to reveal a Sub-Zero Slammer, killing this Zapdos. So two of his biggest threats are out of here now. Two of his biggest threats. The Mega Lopunny's gone, and the Zapdos is gone. Two big threats gone. So then he goes out into his Gastro. I just Pain Split to recover here. If he goes for Toxic, that's fine. He goes for Scald, gets the burn, no big deal. Rotom did what he needed to do. Got rid of his Zapdos. I just go hard into Gren here because I figured he was going to either recover or switch. And I just go for the Grass Knot. He is Rindo, but it still has a metric ton of damage. It does over half. His Earth Power isn't going to do anything because I am Grass type because I'm Protean. Protean Greninja's so good. Just a little side note, that Protean Ninja is just really good. So now I really have no reason to not click the Grass down again and get rid of this Gastrodon. As now as I have some ones on the Crook and the Empoleon, this was huge right here. I was in prep. I was really, really afraid of Scarf Moxie Crook. That thing tore through my team like a hot knife through butter if my Mimikyu's disguise was broken. But he does here reveal Intimidate. So he is not Moxie. But because he went first to Pursue, he does outspeed me. Does a ton, but that's fine. I'm just going to surf and kill this thing anyway. Greninja just balling. As now he goes out into the Empoleon. I want to preserve differential, so I go out into my Rotom here. He Scalds. And at the end, I'm just going to Pain Split. I'm just going to keep clicking Pain Split. Well, yeah, I mean, I should have just went hard into Mimikyu, but I didn't want to risk a burn. I didn't want to risk the Skull Burn because Drain Punch would have killed anyway, regardless of his set. But he could still burn me through disguise. I didn't want to risk the burn, so that's why I went to him to try to chip him down. And as you can see, he is still not in Torrent Ring. I completely forgot about Torrents too. So I just go for a Volt Switch here and he lives. Like on that turn, I remembered Torrent was a thing, so I just go for the Volt Switch there, and he lives. Instead of going out to Mimikyu like a normal human being, I go out in the Miltank and die to a Scald. So yeah, I choked away a differential point there, but I am still able to win this game by clicking Drain Punch with Mimikyu. I did have Shadow Sneak. Pretty sure Shadow Sneak would have even killed from that range too. But I didn't want to risk the Scald Burn for some reason. I should have risked it, because if I did risk it, I would have won this game 5-0 instead of 4-0. But whatever, GGX Zilix or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but whatever, it's fine. Next week we take on Non-Zero and his Pittsburgh Steelers, so hopefully we can keep on this winning pace. 2-0 plus 8 ever since we got mollywopped by a Whooper. So Hispanic out, see you guys next week. Peace!